Hello everyone. So, just getting everything going. Um, that way we can have it everywhere. So basically I'm getting ready to share it everywhere that I'm live. And then we will switch to Wizards Unite. That's just telling me that we're basically live. So Control V, I need to go back to that one when I'm done so that I am, so that I remember to delete it. Today I actually feel like I will remember so I can post it there. I did not post there yesterday because I honestly was not sure my brain would remember to delete it, and I don't need issues. Sets. I am going to post that there. Now go back up here so I don't forget. There. That one's ready. We already did to Twitch. Let's go here. Fine. Do it this way. Okay. Posted there. Pull this to that page just so I'm ready. Come back over here. Come here. 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 I'm gonna go full screen so that, yeah. Then we're gonna have an echo for a little bit, just so you're aware. Then I'm gonna go into the front room or go out of this room. And stream Wizards Unite. Then I'll come back in here and watch, or later on, and when we finish the bonus event, because we're really close to having the task 4 done. Then we'll have bonus events that shouldn't be that hard to complete. Then I'll come in and we'll write until we decide to get off. So that's the plan for today. I do plan to write today. We will have Amy going to Buxton's and find out how she goes there, whatever else. So. Finish. Start. Oh, I forgot to go live with my kids. Tell my kids that we'll hurry and do that. There. Now they have it. This yet, though. There. Now we should be good. As soon as it loads in. I'm gonna stay in here until it loads in. And I will go out because we don't need the echo. Okay, obviously we turned the sound off again. No, I don't want the sound off. Okay, obviously we turned the sound off again. No, I don't want the sound off. I want the sound on. I'm gonna turn off the mic. Just leave the desktop audio. I'm gonna turn off the mic. Just leave the desktop audio until I come back in. Okay. Now you can see where we're at. You will have the echo for a little bit. Now you can see where we're at. You will have the echo for a little bit. I am sorry about that, but I have not figured out how to get rid of it. Doesn't sound like it's as bad as it's been in past times, but it's still loud enough. I don't want to worry about you guys having to deal with it. So, come out here. And what I will do is pull it up on this other computer, like I've done every other time, and then we will start to play. So, I figured knowing what the plan was would be beneficial, and that's why I took time to explain it to you. Okay. None. We do not have one of what we're after. That's ridiculous. And I'm not sure I want to drop a trace tonic. Aha, we have one. Hiding over here in the corner. That's not what I was after. Where is it? Where did it move to? And there it is. I was going to say, of course it's gone. But it isn't the one I wanted. Okay. I'm watching now. I can see the stream chat just fine. thank you for everyone who's watching right now and has joined us. If you have any questions or whatever, as I said, I can see the chat just fine. So feel free to ask any questions, say anything. I'll also should be able to see if we start freezing so that we can reload it. I did go walking earlier today. Oh, that's one thing I could do. I forgot I went walking. Let's see, let's put it here and see if it brings in something. Nothing. Oh, yes it did. There. Whether it brought it in or... But that's not what I need either. I may have to drop a trace tonic. We will have to go see what the bonus event is. See if I have to drop a trace tonic for it. Let's go do that. We're good. We can drop a trace tonic now and just deal with it. Okay. And of course it's not bringing anything in. So I guess it's time to start going after stuff just because it's here. And hope that that'll bring in more. Now I do want to say, when you comment, please be aware it will take me a while to respond, even though I'm watching, because there is a good lag. It's not that I don't want to pay attention, I don't want to hear what you're saying. I do. It's literally, we will have a pretty good lag due to the amount of time that it takes to get between the two things. So please be aware of that. Not considerate wasn't the right word. It was aware, or yeah. I was trying to make you guys to alert you guys of it, I think is the words I'm after. I think we need 2 more like that. Nope, not like that. I need to go a little bit faster. That's still good. I need great ones. There, like that. That was good. That was great. Max we need is 1 great. Good. Okay. You know what? I'm going to run. It'll leave it there. We can actually do this. And you'll see why in just a minute. Okay, now I can go after that one again. And now I just need to return it. And then we can go do some other stuff while we're trying to bring in more. And that's literally what I was looking for yesterday when I headed into PT. See if I got, nope, didn't get the right one. We'll just go after it to go after it. I think this is the one I thought, yeah. But it wasn't a Bogart Foundable like I was hoping it was. Okay, let's come over here for a minute. Wizarding. Any Wizarding XP, we can do that one. Let's go place the thing. But obviously. I'm just making sure. Okay. Let's come here. Have you been able to recall any more memories of our third year, Ron? I remember the looks you gave me when whenever I'd admire Madame Rosmerta. You were jealous, weren't you? I have no idea what you're talking about. No need to play dumb, Hermione. It all worked out in the end, didn't it? I'd say that depends on what you say next. Since the unforgivable are off the table, let's talk about the London Five. Following one adversary surge, Harry had a vision of Penelope Fawley interrogating you. You made her and the other four disappear because they caught on to your illicit activities, didn't you? Penelope always was too clever for her own good. I intended to leave her be, but she went and got another Auror, the Ministry's records officer, the head of the Department of Magical Artifacts, and even a Daily Prophet reporter involved. I didn't have any choice. They knew too much. You can still make things right, Gareth. Tell us where the London Five are, and we'll reunite them with their families. It's too late. They're dead. All but Penelope. I justified keeping her around as a pawn, but I honestly just didn't have the stomach to turn my wand against her. She reminds me so much of Sirius that and had become like a daughter to me herself. I can't tell you where I've hidden her. It's too risky, but for her sake and mine, I hope you find her before he does. Gareth, you researched the Foundable spell for quite some time before Grim actually cast it, didn't you? Did you ever come across a counter spell? No. Frankly, I'm not sure it can be stopped. The foundable spell may very well be magic that once unleashed cannot be taken back. The calamity may be here to stay. I'm not so sure about that. We didn't think it was possible to manipulate or control the calamity at first, but we proved that wrong, didn't we? I do have one theory that shows promise, but I'll need more than just your word that you'll help Sirius before I'll say anything more. The more I'm able to recall our time together, the more I realize how much danger I put myself in by hanging out with you. I can't tell you how sorry I am about that. To this day, I still feel guilty for putting you and Hermione in harm's way all the time. Sometimes I wonder why you both stuck with me through it all. Isn't the answer obvious? It's because you're my best mate, Harry. Even with the gaps in my memory, I know that. I think your memory loss has made you sentimental, Ron, but I appreciate it nevertheless. I heard someone saying, or not heard, I saw on Wizard Unite, or not Wizard Unite, Wizard PhD, I believe is what she's called on here. One saying the unbreakable vow with a question mark. And honestly, I'm wondering if that's what's going on with the unforgivable. Why Gareth cannot give any information about the unforgivables is because they've made an unbreakable vow. If so, that is... I can see it, but that's taking things, in my mind, possibly way too far. For one reason, I don't think in the way JKR ever imagined it, that someone would be willing to do that much. At the same time, maybe if they were that desperate, I guess, possibly, maybe, iffy, very iffy. But the unbreakable vow was not something you took lightly. And it almost seems to be like it's being treated. If that's why he can't, like it's being treated pretty lightly. Here. Okay. Hopefully, I'm going to turn on the sound. Hopefully you can hear. But we may get an echo for a minute. I just have to make sure sound's coming through still. So if sound isn't coming through, I will go fix it in my room. You can hear me. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Then I'm going to turn down the sound. I can't hear anything right now. Maybe that's because of this. Yeah, yesterday's stream went weird. I thought my daughter-in-law turned the sound off. Turned it off. And it ended up she didn't. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Then I'm going to turn the sound back down. So I thought she'd turned it off when I went in for PT. And I got home to find out she hadn't. So I'm sorry about that. So what it was is I'm streaming it. The way I'm streaming is different than the way I used to be streaming. The echo would be way behind, actually, just because of the way it's set up. So it wouldn't necessarily be an echo. You'd hear me, and then like a half a minute to a minute later or so, something like that, you'd hear me again saying the very same thing I'd already said, and then a break of that long and again. So that's why I'm turning off the sound. I haven't figured out how to get my phone, even with my headphones, to just pick up what I'm saying. It was picking up the audio from the video too. So what I'm doing, as you can see, it's right now I'm using Omelette Arcade, but I'm actually streaming to Twitch through Streamlabs. That way, if there's some issues, oh, I tapped too quickly. Okay, just a minute. I think I screenshotted it all. So as soon as I get this, which one did you miss? You don't know which one it was, okay. I just thought if you knew which one, I'd go to that directly, but since it looks like you may not know which one exactly, we will go look at them all. Okay, let's see. Think this one will... Okay. Gareth, you researched the Foundables spell for quite some time before Grimm actually cast it, didn't you? Did you ever come across the Calamity may be here to stay? I'm not so sure about that. We didn't think it was possible to manipulate or control the Calamity at first, but we proved that wrong, didn't we? It's okay. I can go through. I've got it all screenshotted. That's the key. I do have one. So that's that one. The more I'm able to recall our time together, the more I realize how much danger I put myself in by hanging out with you. I can't tell you how sorry. Sometimes I wonder why you both stuck with me through it all. Isn't the answer obvious? It's because you're my best mate, Harry. Even with the gaps in my memory, I know that. I think your memory loss has made you sentimental, Ron, but I appreciate it nevertheless. Let's see. So this one's actually this one's Madame Rosmerta. Have you been able to recall any more memories of our third year, Ron? I remember the look she'd give me whenever I admired Madame Rosmerta. You were jealous, weren't you? Play dumb, Hermione. It all worked out in the end, didn't it? I'd say that depends on what you say next. So that one? Okay. Yeah, I have screenshots of almost every one of them that's been available since the very beginning. At least that I've unlocked. I do have some more I need to get, but I have screenshots of most of them. Okay, that works then. We'll go back to playing now. Yeah, if ever you don't hear it all or whatever, especially if you're watching, let me know and I'll go back to it. If you're not, contact me and I'll see if I can send you the screenshots. Because I have no problem with that. Eventually, what I'm working on is and one of these times I'll get back and actually try and keep working on getting it up. But I want to put it all in Pinterest and have it available for everyone. Really, that's all I got out of that 30 minutes was one? One or two of the event ones? Jeez. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. There we are. Sorry about that echo for a little bit. So, so basically what I was saying was I switched times because one, David's going to have because of a few things. One, David has a class that'll get out at 1:30, which is going to overlap with which obviously overlaps. Yeah, I'll answer that in a minute. Obviously, it overlaps with the time that I would usually be streaming. So we would need to be out and about part of the day playing Wizards Unite every single day. And where we've kind of gone away from that a little bit, we wouldn't be able to do as many writing streams or pure writing streams. With my idea just recently of how to stream while I'm out but then switch, plus how to keep the omelet stream kind of behaving, that works, but I do have to have someone monitoring the stream for the very reason you just saw, that it does freeze now and again. Okay, yes, I'm on the bonus event, as you can see. So that was one reason. Another reason is I was missing it seemed like I was really having trouble hitting times when people would be on, or when my friends would be on. Some of them are in England, some are here, and a lot of them we had with school starting. For some couldn't catch it at the times I was streaming anymore. With some of them just recently got a new job, so they weren't able to catch it, whatever else. So I'm trying the 9:30 a.m. time, or 9 a.m. time, not 9:30. I'm seeing, it seems to be I'm hitting more of my friends now again. But if I find out it would be beneficial. Okay, let me check this one and then I'll go add you in. Okay, if I find out it would be beneficial, I will I would look at possibly doing part of the time the 9 o'clock a.m. time and part of the time the 1 p.m. time. And exactly, it's 4:40 p.m. for you. And I think for a lot of my other European friends, that's about what time it is. So it's at a better time when my European friends can catch the stream and not be up at all hours of the night. So at 9, it's like 4 p.m. for you. So it would be like, otherwise, okay, we can do that that would put 2 of us in. I'm not seeing anyone fighting. That's why I'm looking. Oh, there we go. Let me try this one, and if not, we'll do that. Oh, look, that'll work. Sorry. Unless you can find... I'm not gonna go in like that. Okay, I will beacon, because I don't want to have that happen as much necessarily again. So we'll beacon. Let's see, I'll go in runes 5. Yeah, it would have probably started at 8 p.m. And then if I go for 5 hours, for 4 hours, let's say, that's midnight. And that gets really hard for people. Oh, you're all done? Then I'm just going to go look. There, that works. Yeah, it gets really hard for people to be up till midnight every day. 6 days a week. And especially if they're working or things like that. And so I wanted to make it a little bit easier for them. It does make it so that for those here in the US, we're right in the middle of the day. And so they're working, and that's why I say if it comes down to it, what I'll do is I will do part of the time 9 a.m. and part of the time 1 p.m. or whatever, maybe like 2 p.m. But we'll see. Another part of the reason, part of it was PT had to... I appreciate it, Eeyore Debbie. PT had to change times. I appreciate it was about the random group. PT had to change times because of my son's schedule and the fact that RPT was generally on a Wednesday. Well, yeah, basically every day that he would be probably going into PT, or that we would be having PT, he would also have class until 1:30. So I would have to, if I went later, I'd have to go start after like 3 or 4. And at 1 o'clock was already pushing it for a lot of my UK viewers. So it was almost going to be required that if I wanted my UK viewers to be able to catch my streams, I had to go in the morning. And so it kind of narrowed down. I really didn't feel I had much choice. I had to move at least one day to the morning. I will agree the spell energy drives me crazy too. I like the red books. I like the... So obviously books are always helpful for everyone. I don't need healing gifts at all. Seriously, you know. People send me those and yeah, that's right. I need to drop a couple of those. The potions, Extimulo potion ones, they actually give the gifts, are nice. The ingredients, I have this bad luck of I think maybe once of all the gifts I've gotten, I've managed to get a actual, I shouldn't have put that last one, but to get an actual unicorn hair. And so the actual potions are nice. Otherwise, wit sharpening potions are always nice. Yeah, that's the bug we're talking about, Steph. It hard freezes everyone. I cannot open a energy gift right now without hard freeze. Go out, go back in. And then, so literally every single time I need to open up a new gift, or not need to, but every single time I open up an energy gift, it hard freezes. It's everyone. I like those. I try not to watch those on stream. I have found that it doesn't always work. Sometimes, like, I'll click it. I will say, yeah, so I agree on port keys for unicorn hair. Problem is, I really still am not leaving house much. I know the US has opened up, but actually and I know I've been vaccinated, but in many ways that actually makes it even more dangerous for me because people feel they can get away with it. And so, I mean, honestly, in those lines, one of the Facebook groups I'm in, they literally just went through and said, listen, we have this. Oh, well, go after it then. So they had someone who was told their kid had COVID symptoms, take them home. They weren't allowed in class. And so they took them into like stores and everything else. I haven't been able to get it to, you're lucky, Steph. Every single time, no matter when I open it up on the energy gifts, I get hard froze. Doesn't matter when I've opened them. Yeah, Oh, it's not just the South Carolina governor. I hate to say it, but the U.S. in general are being idiots about it. There's a lot of people that aren't, and I know you're one of them, but just the people in general are, no, we don't need to worry. Oh, my kid was exposed. Okay, I'm going to dose them up and send them to school, or I'm going to let them be out of school, but take them everywhere where they can expose everyone else. And just plain, I actually said in one of my groups that I think, in one of my local groups in response to that, I think it's the sad thing of the way of the push for students to have perfect attendance for so many years has now hit the point where it changed the mindset of people to where they're sick, it's okay, just give them medicine and send them to school, or just take medicine and go to work. Who cares how sick you are? You need to be there. Well, then you get everyone else sick, and it takes for most people, oh, it's a little cold, okay, I'll just keep going. And they don't Okay. I think we're back. Sorry about that. Obviously, my phone's not liking things. And then, because of my phone, it acted up and yelled at me on the other computer, so I had to get up and go do that. Okay, so what I was saying is my doctor actually doesn't want me working outside the home from like about now to the spring, because every year, not just this year, but in general, because I get sick more, get sick too often, lose my job, etc. So it's not worth it for me to try and get a job only to have to get fired every year because of it. So that, yeah. And then when you add to that the fact that how everyone acts, and I agree, Steph, it's, and I think that's great about your daughter. I wish David would do something similar. I wear my mask everywhere still, but I generally only go to PT anyway. And I totally understand about you guys having to go. Not gonna make you stay, obviously. I would never do that anyway, but some options, or yeah, you can always leave it on lurk or come back later. Whatever you want.